It's week 4, and we're about to take on Eastern Michigan for game number 3. They're 0-2. We are 2-0. As far as our recruiting has gone, I think it looks good. I don't know if I want to continue at the rate I am with Creer when we look good for Egbule. I'm not saying we will get him for sure, but we look good for him, which if we are going to get him, I kind of want to get some more points to be able to get some other positions. As you can see, we really need wide receiver. Winston and Podlesny alone would be a great duo. And then, of course, we already have Samson, who had a great game last week. Speaking of tight end, Nevis, his release is a little low, but he is pretty good. But Amerson is a very fast 5-star tight end, so obviously we have a lot into him. We talked about it already. One of the biggest issues with this team is offensive line, and we're not really doing a whole lot for ourselves. I will also say edge is a big problem position as well, but we have a couple of names there. Off-ball linebacker looks good. It's really just kind of safety, O-line for sure. And then I suppose wide receiver if we can't get Winston or Podlesny or vice versa or both, whatever it is. But of course, running back as well. We have a fast running back 1 on the list as of right now. The big issue is not having enough hours, which is why if I could pull Creer off here because we get Egbule, I'm just saying maybe we'll be cooking. But all of that is irrelevant as we are about to play our game for week 3. Then we'll have week 4, of course, but also some scouting in between, which I've been more excited about each and every week we see it. And also, we did have the player of the week nationally with Mr. Jaden Duggar, who had himself a pick 6 and 8 tackles. The big 6'4" transfer safety that we got. Of course, let's head on into this. If you guys have been enjoying the series so far, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's get on into these games. And here we go for game 3, constantly changing the plays up, playbooks on offense because, like I said, the offense has gotten off to a slow start. The run game has actually been pretty good for the most part, but when it comes down to passing, those downs where, they got 5 guys on the line and there's a linebacker coming, and you probably should have an easy time passing it as you set up the run, we still struggle. Obviously, a lot of that does come from the offensive line, just not blocking for very long, but also the receivers, which technically are better at separating than last year's receiver group, is also just completely struggling to get open. And wow, are we in like the 1940s? I feel like it's like very gray. I mean, it is gray, but like it just feels really gray as well, as Middleton, one of the most elusive players on this team, breaks a tackle to the 25-yard line on the return. Of course, let's look at Collier's, his actual overall. Let's not look at the stats. Definitely a better week last week, but in general, not great overall. Let's go to the running back early. Why not? Williams, trying to break the tackle. I swear, like, the first or second run, the man was like the jukiest player ever. And all of a sudden, he barely breaks tackles. He doesn't have the quick cut anymore either, it seems. And, wow, I did not want to bounce back inside, but our offensive lineman kind of bullied me into it. We're going to go right back to the ground. Williams getting the ball 3 times in a row, basically, and we're going to have to use some speed. There's a little bit of a juke move. Slips off of the defender to the 44-yard line. On the fly movements. He's going to get us a first down as they did not want that quick play inside, and I did not see that cornerback was going to jump down on the running back. I get it. We ran the ball a lot. We got the ball to the running back in general a lot. But you also just gave up I mean, not really the go route, but kind of the go route a little bit. Labinho, who's a little jukey, definitely fast, gains 9. And we're setting him up a little bit. It might be another throw to the running back, I'll be honest. And we go to the running back. It's a bad throw, but he catches it anyways. Kind of panicked a little bit because I thought somebody was coming up. But in reality, they weren't, and I just made it harder for no reason at all. We actually probably could run this. Let's do that. See if Nevis wants to get some blocks in there. And he blocks the back-end defender, and there goes Mr. Washington, who's actually more of a power back than an elusive guy, and I kind of sometimes forget those things, but also the juke moves they feel good. They just feel like they're always going to work, even with a power back, which they kind of did there as well. Oh, wow. Good little 4-yard gain despite the left tackle dying. And we'll run the ball again. I wish we would have treated Elijah like this early on in the season. Maybe he would have still been here. I still like Williams, though. He's pretty good. Okay, the one time I talk about him being good is the worst run we've had yet. Why I do it to myself, I don't know. I am what I am. Go for the quick slant maybe with Williams, speaking of. Different Williams, to be fair. Oh, the slat drag was wide open, and because our punter or our kicker is terrible with power... Oh, there is a lot of wind in fairness as well. How do I kick this? I'm gonna hang time this. Oh, God. You know what? That's actually not half bad. Oh, he's going to return it. And he just handles it with ease. Okay, it's a really bad punt considering he returned it. Looking at the impact players, their players are an 81 overall corner and 80 overall quarterback. But he has the name Pennington, which automatically means he's going to give us problems. Running back or cornerback going against the tight end here. Oh, nice cutback lane, but great job. Was that Childress? Childress so far has been pretty damn good. Even got to the quarterback for a sack, which, I mean, really isn't something he should be good at. Huge hit by Beckham, and already the defense is showing up as they have so far to start this season. Not the toughest of opponents in fairness, but still. Come on. Sometimes I just let the running back open because it baits them in. And they start looking around, and they're like, oh, that guy's open. It's like, yeah, because I'm letting him be open because I don't really care, so I'll tackle him. But I got a little excited, got to the running back too early, and he doesn't throw it his way. And there we go, another good play right on the stop. A gain of nothing. A lot of tight ends in. I think we can get away with a blitz. And we will get away with it as I believe Edwards takes that man down for a loss of 2. Defense in another really good spot here. Beckham going to be dropping back with. Kind of tipped our hand a little bit here. And, I mean, we covered the literal opposite side of that play on the verticals. Fortunately, nobody had our back over on Mr. Hoffman. And it'll be another third down conversion. That was a tough third down conversion as well. And we made it look easy for him. To the second quarter, no scoring. It's going to be 0 all. What was that yards per play, though? It's probably another 4 or 5. Like, yeah, we're running the ball a lot, and it makes sense that our yards per play aren't great. It's just when you're coupling that with no touchdowns, no scores on a drive, it sucks. And I don't know why I thought I could make that play. Couldn't. First down. Covering too many different players at once. Let's see if Williams, who has basically no speed, can pick this up. And we get blocked. There you go. Wright is cooking on the run defense. Childress got to be helping him as well because we have not seen run defense like this. And we're going to come in with the blitz, and that's going to be a perfect throw. We have a safety or a corner already on the ground kind of helping him with the tackle. And then all of a sudden it's green as hell in the end zone. False start. It better be a false start. Really? That looked like a false start to me. But hey, they're already at the 5-yard line. Why not move them up a little more? Fullback's uncovered. We're still going to be running the run commit. Oh, the cutback, and then the dive, and then the sadness. Giving up the first points of the game to a team that is a very much lower overall than you and didn't get the ball first is super fun. I mean, that's a tough throw, and it is a dot. Nevis makes the play for 11. I'm just going to go with basic slants. Let's see, we got separation in us. Inside. Tough throw, tough catch. Not really a tough throw, but, you know, it's a good throw, I suppose. Jet touch, speaking of touch. Labinho just got the ball. Is going to get it on the sweep. Gains about 16 on the ground. Although technically not on the ground, but also technically on the ground. Kind of want to force this to Sampson because this run looks like it's going to be right into pain. Thankfully, the blocks are there. And Sampson, utilizing that speed with that frame, gains a first down himself. That's a good way to get some numbers down the field for the quarterback and company. And we're going to get sacked pretty quickly there. Might have had that quick out over there, but I just didn't like it. I know it's 2nd and 13. This is really stupid, but we're going to run the ball anyways because I like the formation. We're going to get a lot of the sack yardage and then some back. And with that, set ourselves up for, assuming we don't lose yards, a field goal or a 3rd and 7 screen attempt. And we will get the ball out, and we'll get some pretty good blocks. Juking back inside, tackled by our own lineman, still fighting, down to the 6, beautiful play. Still don't know if I like the playbooks. See if we can get Robertson into the end zone, see how they want to play it. And we're going to throw this away, it's going to be grounding. Just tough, you might have had that play in past the linebacker, but overall, it wasn't like a free look. And that was almost picked off because it's overthrown. They're going to go from the 19-yard line. I'm not even sure why we're trying something here, but I guess why not. Just don't get sacked, I guess. And nobody's open. Could have been grounding again, too. Well, our pretty iffy kicker is going to be kicking a field goal, I suppose. How far over? That looks like about right. Not going to do too much kick power, even though he doesn't have much of it anyways. We get 3 points. It's already almost halftime. It's just a lot of running and short plays is why the clock goes. We don't have big play moments. We have no separation. We have no time to throw. And we'll miss the throw even if we have a chance at it because I'm a bot. But our defense has been keeping us in games. The fact that this is a team that we need to even be kept into a game with is a little sad, but we've had upsets. Oh, please. Good D. Finally, we force a knockout. Make it look like a little bit of a blitz. Move him over a little bit. Drop back hard with Beckham. And we're going to cover the deep in. He's got a lot of time to throw. Even with 4. And we finally get the coverage sack. A lot of those last week. This week, that was a super coverage sack. Williams, I believe, with already 2.5 on the year, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe even more. Labinia gets some pretty good blocks. And, man, does he make it count. To the 49-yard line. That was probably the fastest I've seen him run so far. Nevis on the wheel. That's a tough throw. Did he hold on? What a play. I mean, I've been hesitating a lot lately. Can't lie. But that was a good throw. Let's see if we can pick up the block. And that is beautiful. And look at the room. Collier gets it to the 14. I was half tempted to just throw it away. And I was like, you know what? I think we can step into this. I really do. And we were right. That's a wide open receiver. What a great catch. The footwork. Samson is him. I would love to see this back. I think he toe tapped it in reverse. Reverse slam dunk on that. We zipped that thing in there as the DB actually kind of recovered a little bit. And the toe tappage was real. I don't think it gave me an option to Super Sim, which I just want to see the playback first anyways. Oh, he's not even close to in. What are the refs seeing? My man's not even a foot in bounds. That's crazy. Booth review. I wonder what they're going to think. It was an overthrow, though. It's not like it was, you know, the receiver's fault, but still, I believed. And it makes me sad. Nevis, that's all right. As long as he catches it, it's even better. It's really not even better, but it's at least a touchdown. Do I genuinely just have like a really bad like mental clock for this timing for throws, or is gold actually not so bad? Huge hit. Can time a damn hit stick in the open field better than I can time a throw. And I get a lot more throws. Quick throw. Yeah, I mean, you can tell the way he's stepping up, gearing up. Nice cutback. We'll say that will cost them a timeout. I don't want to just give them this free field goal, but at the same time, you also don't want to give them a touchdown because you're not playing the end zone. Running back. It's all right. Oh, we got to help. There you go. Good team tackle. Clock will be running. Not as fast as I would hope it would be, but it's still running. Play by Glass. 14 seconds, 13 seconds, 12 seconds. Trying to set this field goal up. Oh, that comeback route, but the throw was a little too early. I don't really want single high here, but we're going to do it. We're going to press as well. I mean, that's a really good play by both sides, and their guy just made a better play. Can't take all these timeouts with me. Might as well try to ice a freaking pre-half kick. It's kind of long, though, I got to say. See if we can get a block in here. Probably not. Not going to happen, and the kick is up, and it is good. Looked like it was going to run short, but it didn't. We'll try a special return, but if that doesn't happen, we're going to just... Well, I suppose we probably won't even have time. Yeah, we're going to just go to halftime, and there was some room. Oh, I actually spoke too soon, too, even, because Sisso could have broke that. He could have slipped off the tackle. Wow, we were close. 10-all. We definitely improved quite a bit. Pass yards a little bit better. Rush yards. This is probably one of our worst rush yard games so far, though. But we definitely improved, and it will lead to a tied-up game. They get ball at half, but it could have been worse. We were off to a worse start than this. And ultimately, we've been seeing a little bit of better throws in here. I really didn't feel like that ball, like, that took that long for that play to develop, but apparently it did. You can see here, was that, I mean, it looks like 2 touchdowns almost. All right, you already know our game. I hope the defense bails us out. That's what we do. Running back's open, and really good defense. Almost felt like he almost stole it. Get Duggar up there in case it's a run, which it won't be. It'll be a screen instead. and he's not going to get out there for that play. It's going to be a 3rd and 10 play. We know the pains of not getting out there for the screen probably better than anyone. Hopefully it's not outs, which it could be. Running back. We get burned to the 43-yard line. A.J. Zimmerman wearing number 49. I mean, he has got... Is that... Okay, it is someone covering him. It's just the gray is hard to see. We're going to try to help in there, and we do. Wow, he just got swamped. But yeah, that guy's got a lot of big plays. 3 for 60-something. That's a lot of yards. Glass creeping near the line. Come on, Beckham. Step up, my guy. Not even close. I mean, the guy caught it cleanly for 10 yards before he was even touched. I mean, that is just too many yards. Too quickly. Is that a screen? It is a screen. It's just to the wide receiver. Little blitz works out. We'll take it. 7-up with Duggar. It will be a run. Nice cutback, but we're on it. Ashton Wright looking really good so far. Childers decent too, but Wright, especially in the run defense. Oh, screen. Oh, we got blocked. You've got to be kidding me. When have we ever had blocks that good? We read the play before it even started to develop, and we still got blocked early. That's insane. Oh, we're going to crush him. There's no way that many players went for the running back. I tried to go for the quarterback, and it just sucked me into murdering the running back. Which, I mean, hey, at least we murdered somebody. And the ball was bad because of it. Read up. And Duggar doesn't need it. Williams on that edge. 3rd and 8, we're dropping in a little bit of coverage. Got a lot of receivers out here. I'm going to let the DB work. I got stuck on DeBose. And we're on the running back, and there goes some generic base pressure, which could kick him slightly out, and it will from field goal range. The rush is starting to kick up a little bit here, and that's even without the blitz at times. And we got to stop that. Oh, what a punt this was. To the 11. I'll be honest with you, I thought it was a better punt than that. It's still good. Wait, how do I read this? Okay, I figured out how to read it. Nice blocking! Williams, if he got some help! If Williams would have helped Williams, we would have been gone. It was actually Washington, not Williams. But if Williams would have helped Washington, we could have been gone. Still a huge play. And behind the defense, that is a really good job by the linebacker. I never really felt like Nevis was a great option there, personally. All right, we got the zig. They're on it. And he just, once again, I don't know why the running back just refuses to leave the line of scrimmage. Just, like, run out there. I'm sick of it. And we're going to have to roll out that deep end, which was kind of my, like, I thought was going to be saving grace. It was actually the play that stopped us from gaining even more yards. Kind of crazy to think, but it's true. Can I get a zig from that boundary receiver? I just wanted something, like, shallow, but I guess not. I mean, I think you take that. It's a tough one. Nevis almost caught it, almost deflected as well. It was in Nevis's hands first. We gave our guy a chance. He's a big fella. He just didn't finish the play, unfortunately. Inside, Sampson comes back for the ball for the first down. Beautiful throw and catch. Their coverage has been pretty good. We've thrown in some risky ones, but it's worked out. Let's see if we got the speed for this. See if we got the speed with Sampson deep. They already dropped back pretty far. We're just going to run as the guy spying is not the most athletic-looking guy. I mean, at least looked like a spy. This is a nice little trickery play. I don't really like that it's on kind of the short side, if you will. Yeah, we're not going to have much of a chance here. And Williams, that's a great comeback. Just didn't finish the play. Not a bad throw, honestly. It's considered red, but we had to get rid of it in a hurry. And Williams does what he does best and makes him in this clutch first down. Finishes, well, continues the drive, I should say. Not really finishes. See if Labinho on that slant wants to get open. Tight end kind of gets caught. Just can't catch anything contested, which is really pain. Big tight end, and he just can't catch it. Nevis is on a cold streak because he's dropping every damn pass in sight. I understand why he's in a cold streak. Collier. Oh, the center just missed the easiest block of his career, by the way. Don't worry about it. Just the easiest block he could have ever had. Kind of painful. And I can't throw that. I don't trust the throw, and we're going to get the first down barely. Barely avoided a sack, too. End of the third quarter, we're going to have a fresh set of downs into the fourth. Yards per play, 6.7. Definitely better. Really wanted that play to Nevis, but it just was never going to happen. And, yeah, good try by Williams, but the blocks weren't there. Double in. He's not running the right route. Can I please send this man to the end zone? Safety probably jumps over it anyways, but Labinho's open, and once again, insta pressure. It's like they just want me to run the ball all game long. And you know what? I don't see how they stop a corner route from Nevis. Oh, they do it by leaving the wide receiver wide open. And nobody's going to pick it up. It's going to be a fumble almost. Why are we not picking up the block there? I think this is pretty good for a field goal. I hope. Looks pretty good to me. And it will be up and good. 13-10. I don't know if we would have gotten the first down there, but we had a lot of bodies that could have stopped a lot of bodies. They didn't, and we'll have a lead. Beckham, and it will be a handoff. We don't finish the play, but once again, the D-line has done a great job of getting off the block and at least getting a hand on the ball carrier. And that has been the world of difference between us succeeding so far on defense and not succeeding. And this... leave it to me to sell. Can we finish the tackle, please, to the 49-yard line? We had a great opportunity there and just whiffed. It's very easy to whiff, in fairness. You slightly move, and it's just gone. And, oh, what a chase down. Good finish. Glass. I mean, don't get me wrong. Beckham's more fun to use her because he's faster, but don't get it twisted. Glass is still the guy. Oh! And he picked it! I was about to say, what a dive. I was expecting a knockdown, and he dove in for the pick. Potentially, yeah, it was clamps. Potentially the win. Might have won the game for us there. I don't know why the guy wearing the 1 jersey is still like, he's believing in the team after that pick. And apparently it's a one-handed pick? Excuse me? Who let that absolute goon onto the team? Let's go all the way outside. We got speed. We got speed. It's 13. Once again, the big problem is not having a field goal kicker that can kick it past, like, I would say neutral wind. Oh, what a move by Williams. Oh, what a fight for the first down. I would say neutral wind, 47 yards. So we're like almost into field goal range as we speak, and that's like at best. See Washington, the power back. Probably not the best run call for him at the power back spot. What a truck move. Gain 6. Pure beastly power moves. See if we can continue this drive on the ground. It's working out so far. And it will work out again. We'll gain 6. Kendrell Williams having a decent start. We're actually going to throw the ball here because they actually look like they might be coming with it, which means Labinho will be open. They didn't, but Labinho's still open. And we'll fight for the first down, the momentum and everything. I get it. We could probably waste the clock even better than this, but at the same time, winning the game is really all that matters to me. So if we're going to have a nice drive here and it leads to a score, I'm going to do it. And pick up the block. Nope. Good fight, though. Down to the 2. All those players there, nobody wanted a block, huh? Is it possible for us to flip the sides here? I thought that was a penalty, to be honest. See Carter. Cool if he could do like a zig, so it's like we go back to that other side. Oh, there's nobody on it. Collier is going to finish what he started and potentially win the game. Unfortunately, you can't slow sim, so I'm not even sure how they got to that point, but they did actually get a touchdown, meaning a stop would give them a chance here to win the game, potentially. Super fun stuff, but I feel great about our chances. Inside zone. Maybe not. Great juke move is going to set us up nicely on 3rd and 4. They want me to run the ball again. I'd rather run good old slants. Big problem is slants haven't been super great for me, so we can do a zig for Nevis. See what we got. Labinho, and that's going to be picked off. Effectively a punt, if you will. One thing I've learned is don't sim, like ever, because it's just really broken. Over the middle. Oh, we missed hard. We missed hard again. A little bit of force on that throw, but at the same time, I mean, I hesitated at first because I felt like they were actually going to, like, you know, play some coverage. They didn't. Still felt it was open, which I thought it was still, even to this moment, which it wasn't. Almost a sack. Get out there. Couldn't even switch to him. They thought that I wanted to switch players when I really just wanted to switch to him. Their kicker only has 70 kick power as well. Their kicker's even worse than ours. Our guy's is a goon compared to them. I left him. Not going to get over there. And clock's really not that much of a problem. They don't have any timeouts, but they don't really need any timeouts either. Gonna be spiking this thing, it looks like. Try to dive in on the ball, wouldn't let me. Get a lot of time in college ball. A lot of time. And can't get over there. Perfect play, gets hit hard to the 23, but he is still cooking. They have so much time, even without timeouts, that they might even win the game here. The fact that they scored in like under a minute, though, is crazy to me. Like, sure, they're doing it right now, but, you know, that's with us super defending the end zone. We had a chance to get aggressive up 10 still. You know, we could still be aggressive. They're going to run the ball here. I don't know if they're trying to set up a field goal, a better field goal, but maybe they don't need to. Down to the 10-yard line. Like I said, could they win it before? They're going to spike it with 16 seconds left. The amount of time you get is so crazy. Although I will say they're going to kick this field goal a little early, which is very questionable to me. I mean, maybe they just know that we're kind of reeling a little bit. We just give up 10 points unanswered in less than 2 minutes. With 2 timeouts, 3 timeouts, we got ourselves a chance. Maybe make a play. Middleton with some athleticism. Yeah, it's not a great return. We lost some time as well. I mean, why not take a shot, though? Labinho. And he's not the tallest guy in the world, but he's tall enough. Williams will give him a chance deep, too. And I think Williams gets that chance. I thought he just one-handed it, and I almost bust the newt. All right, we're going to overtime. Yay! I love that this game's going to overtime. Very fitting, very real. Coin toss for choice of offense, defense, or end of field. Each team gets possession from opponent's 25-yard line. Must attempt 2-point conversion after touchdown and OT. Didn't see the third one. All right. Personally, I would like to play defense first. So let's win this damn coin toss. Who gets the choice? Yay, they won the choice. Are they going to choose offense first? I don't even know who gets the advantage. Yep, I figured you'd get the advantage by choosing defense first. You know what you're playing for. Kind of. I mean, you got all the time in the world, don't you? You just can't run out of plays. I'll just keep trying to audible my guy and he don't care. Okay. Just had him too. Just had Williams, but I knew I needed to start moving around a little bit because this offensive line has been atrocious all game long. Can I have just one audible, please? Thank you. I don't even know if I want this damn audible, but I've got it now. And Williams, please! It's overthrown. Nice. This overtime's not gone super well. I'll just continue to not audible correctly. The seating impulse is high, but it's not like so high that I can't audible, is it? Apparently it is. Please. And he doesn't understand the assignment. 45 here. Can we even hit this? I don't even know if we can hit this. Do we even, like, get to play if we don't hit this? I don't even know if that's enough. It's barely enough. Wow. That was far from good. I know their kicker's pretty bad too, but we, like, basically guaranteed ourselves, like, at best, another attempt. Pretty disappointed in us. Can't lie. I mean, don't get me wrong, I probably should have ran a little bit more too, but yeah, bit of a yikes. Good kick, though. Hey, good kick. We'll take it. We crap on this kicker a lot, but he's hitting every kick. Screen pass. And yeah, I'm sure of it. Every single tackle. Break every single tackle. Every single one. All of them. Wide receiver against a linebacker gets blasted. Yeah, screw it. Every tackle's broken. There will not be a tackle that is not broken around here. I gotta say, I don't like it. It's not looking good. And he is gonna walk into this end zone, and we lose the game. We got swamped. I kind of got caught off guard a little bit, and we lose to Eastern Michigan. That is disgusting. That is not a game we should lose, like, ever. 10 times out of 10, we should win that game. And our offensive line played like the worst offensive line I've ever seen. Looking at our numbers, I don't care about their numbers. We look like crap. I don't know how we gave them 10 points in 2 minutes, under 2 minutes. Apparently, we're the worst defense ever. And our kicker, who we make fun of, is the only guy that played well today. Yeah, our receivers are lacking separation. It's just not pretty. Let's move to the next week. All right, Jeffrey's reached his schools. Blunt. Are we really that low for Blunt? A different Childress, the cornerback Childress. Sims were the highest on. Winston were the highest on. Blunt, I'm a little surprised we're this low, though. But at the top 3 schools, we're at least existing. We got the player of the week in the Sun Belt Conference with Williams. It surely meant a lot, yeah? Rivalry matchup, but first I want to go into that recruiting. 15 hours to work with. Like I said, Egbule, it looks good. I mean, we could still kind of get both without even, going that crazy, to be honest. Running back, I would like to get Podlesny. Oh, they got visits scheduled, man. But hell, I don't even know if I want to schedule a damn visit. We're going to lose that week anyways. We're going to lose them. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. What about our... Yeah, I mean, does that even help us? Like, the 2 of the check marks are C minus and D. Let's not remind him how far away he's from home. We're like, hey, we know you love to play near your house. I don't know why I said your house, but... And he's like, yeah, I do, but I don't know why you brought that up, because it's not even close. Blunt, we're a little low on. We're still there, but it makes sense, because we're not really offering that much either. We've got a couple of linebackers already on the board, so... I mean, we probably don't even need Blunt. We still have a chance at the Blunt. You know what? Even though we have a chance at the Blunt, I'm going to pull off the Blunt. Well, I don't need to pull it off, but you know what I mean. I'm going to take the DM up. Get some more hours, see if we can do something. Childress looking pretty good. Oh, Chin. And there's a visit lined up, too. We got risky with Chin. Actually, what about the sell? I think the sell's good enough. I don't know if I want to do a hard sell, though. What did I do that I just lost, all my points? Let's do a soft sell instead. See if that's enough to get him here. Probably not, but we'll try. Safety Addington, Ali, Prohl. So far so good on some of these guys that were just simply offering a... Do I really have to put time into this kicker? Our kicker's actually not bad. He just can't kick super far. I thought I was adding more hours to be able to maybe push for a different player, but realistically, I just ended up with 5 hours. I have less hours than before, technically. It's not really that fun. Offensive lineman, we're looking okay for a guy, which is surprising because we're really putting nothing into him. I just want to knock this out, but it's being kind of... These players are kind of being mean to me. I could get rid of the... No, we can't get rid of that. We don't even have the cells either. What were the cells like from my boy here? A B minus, and a C plus. That might be enough. Oh, we already did that, actually. I didn't even realize that. And then career has literally 5 points on him. We're just hoping for Egbule, really, and then whatever happens, happens. Winston, we have the highest on. 5 points left. What do we do? Does somebody not have a... Okay, we have Ali. Let's offer him the scholarship, and that's kind of the best we can do. These hours, they're killing me. There's not really anyone I could pull the hours off of. The guys that are getting a lot of offers from us, the hours-wise, they're the guys that we need the most. And honestly, we need to find more hours for Sims. I'm surprised we're still on the top for Sims. Obviously, there's still, time for him to decide his schools a little bit here. But, man, it looks worse and worse as the time goes by. Maybe you get rid of Slate because you already have a couple linebackers on the team, like Beckham and even Glass. Yeah, that would make sense, actually. Brownlee and Tolbert. Oh, no, Slate's a freaking power rusher. We actually do need him. Crapola. Well, I'm sad. Although we do have this speed rusher, Hui as a power rusher. Hui had good power moves, right? What was his speed? Doesn't show. Oh, 75 speed. Not the fastest, but 79 power move is good. Do we not pull, Slate off? 78 speed is good, but I think we're going to pull that off and put it on something else. Don't know who we can do. We already have, we're in the top 3. Is it deciding time? When is it even deciding time? I don't even damn know. Let's soft sell if we can. I don't think we can, actually. Actually, we probably could, but if you don't know, does it screw you? Okay, so there are 2 that could be. Oh, man. I'm going to do it. No. Did we do it? It was a 4, so it seems okay, I guess. We didn't completely sell. Do we have anyone else we have a chance at? Maybe try to sweeten the pot on Quan Stokes, who we know nothing about, by searching his social media and saying, hey, we know what you said when you were 12 years old. It's coming out if you don't join the team. And here we are against the Warhawks for the Battle of Louisiana in this rivalry game. We just came off of a devastating loss where we choked the final, 2 minutes of the game and ended up losing in overtime. Easily the worst loss we have seen so far in this series, and definitely want to get back in the win column, as obviously that should have never happened anyways. We should still be undefeated, and yet we aren't. Blowing a game like that really does put some worry into us about what the future of this season could hold, if anything. But we have another, somewhat easy opponent here, even though it's a rivalry game, somewhat easy opponent on paper to maybe get back on track with. And obviously back to the recruiting afterwards. I mean, there's a lot of question marks with that. I feel like I know the general idea of what I'm doing with it, but there's other different aspects that I'm not 100% sure about, like scheduling visits. As far as your hours go, you're only allotted a certain amount of hours per person anyways, let alone with, the whole team, or with the, the whole team's hours versus how many you can use on a specific player. If a 40-hour hard sell gives us a 5 interest, how can we really improve on that? He throws it all the way across his body and finds his man for a first down. Is it not just best to hold that and just hope that he still joins you? I don't know. I got to definitely test some stuff in there. But anyways, let's get into the actual game, which, they're gaining some yards. And wow, DeBose just let him run right past him. And Hunter Smith with a gain of 7 on the ground last week, 67 yards and a touchdown, which, I mean, that's not, bad, but it's not good either. As Beckham, we take the wrong angle, and this running back is either really fast or we are really slow, and now we see Moses injured. More than ever do I wish we did not redshirt our freshman. And it looks like a counter play, and he's going to get all the way out there, and of course, Williams can't catch him because he's just not fast enough. And I got to say, their starting running back, and this isn't even the guy, is also not that fast in general. So I'm not really sure, how we're getting beat so easily with these running backs. And that would have been a free play for them. And it doesn't matter anyways. He gets the first down on 2nd and 1. We really do not want to give up a touchdown on the first drive, as our offense, like we talked about, has been pretty rough early on. Beckham trying to get off his block does a loss of 1 finally. And Moses has a bruised ribs, will return soon. Okay, fair enough. At least not a big injury. It showed no option to replace him or anything. I was like, oh, is he out for the season? What's going on? And Beckham, the read option. The quarterback's going to keep it and gains 3. Williams with 3 sacks to start the season already, which is pretty damn impressive considering he's only played 3 games. We're going to bring the blitz, keep everyone up, see what we can do. And a lot of time to throw on a blitz is going to lead them to get all the way down to the 7 with another first down. We had 6 rushers versus 6 blockers, and they picked it up perfectly. Wasting a lot of clock here, and this is a read option keep, and this time the quarterback's going to get a lot of yards and the touchdown. Well, we look pretty bad so far. Gotta love it. Let's actually keep it with the handoff to Williams. It's funny because Williams is really not even a great player, but because he's fast, he can get the job done. Gains 5. I will still never forget how hard we sold by not getting Davis back. It is just pain. Kind of not a good play. Labinho wide open. Kind of hoping for the worst for him. Not going to lie. I genuinely don't understand why he left us. We started to really ramp up the run game, and he did pretty well. And running back is wide open. Speaking of running game, Williams, 3 yards. Not our best throw, but it'll get there for a gain. At least it wasn't a negative gain, which I guess would be a loss. Labinho, actually, wow, really bad throw. Nevis was even more open, but it's going to be a hold anyways. Oh, it's ineligible man downfield on a play action, mind you. Maybe a blessing in disguise, though. We'll see. Got to say, these plays also really kind of suck. We're going to audible here. 5 wide. See if we get any separation, which we have really not shown much of so far. And Sampson with the speed is going to get the first down and then some. 15, maybe 16. Kind of got some go routes going, sort of, ish. And really no one's open. I mean, we had 2 players being covered by 1 guy, but we have seen those players get handled by 1 player. So, call it how you want, but I think that was the right decision not to just force that. And we can't get it off to Samson because of the pressure. Somebody did pick him up late, I think, but wow. Insta rush again. 76 overall, huh? You're going to have to force that in. Wow, that is not even close to what a force would look like. And then the punt's not good, and he's going to catch it off the bounce to the 33. Completely whiffed on the punt, and we're going to be at the 33-yard line. Could be worse. Oh, my God. This could be a touchdown. This could genuinely be a touchdown. We have to play conservatively. Sweet. We got to tighten up. We got to do better. Start of the second quarter, and it is all Monroe. It is just not even close. And we're in this, like, mentality where it's like, oh, we're going to lose. It's already over. They're killing us. No, it's not over. Let's just make a play. And let's also, like, actually tackle for once. I think making a tackle would be kind of, it'd be cool. It would definitely be cool. And I thought it was. Nice play. Lawson, though. And we can't bring him down. He actually almost just broke it. Bunch of yards lost, though. They did a little too much, which really makes no sense considering they were working perfectly fine as is. Let's go with Glass. The running back's open. He's going to take that dump down. It'll be a double team tackle. Yep, that is how that works. Yep, double team tackle breaks through, and okay, all that positivity, that's gone from me. I'm going to be honest. That positivity's gone. It's the positivity's gone. When something like that is happening, yeah. I don't feel too great anymore. Oh, there it is. It's back. Positivity back because Glass has forced the fumble. Beautiful stuff. Beckham was the man to recover it, too, which is kind of crazy. What a hit. We have life. Let's see what we got on this passing play. You know what? We actually have a wide open Samson. And the throw is going to be on the money. Samson's going to potentially save us. Not that we won last week. Back-to-back weeks. I almost took the underneath to the tight end, and I was like, you know what? Samson's open. And the 6'4" speed demon does it again. Because of its speed, a 73-yard touchdown just feels like just a regular play. Like he's already in the end zone by the time you even realize what's going on. And I didn't know what we were watching. And good tackle there by Williams. As once again, I'm not really sure what is happening in this specific game, but for some reason, our guys are like ghosts or something. And they're just not grabbing. They're just letting him walk right by. Like, if that wasn't me using it, he would have just ran right by him. It's happened all game long so far, which is really just, I don't understand. But we find ourselves in a 3rd and 6, essentially getting off the field. It's going to be a run. We're not going to get in there. We actually grabbed him. Wow. A 4th and 4 punt. Who would have thought we could force one of those? Color me impressed. Oh, my. I don't know what we're doing there with that juke move. Didn't believe in the block. Labinho. He's got some speed. He's 93 speed. He's one of our fastest players, especially on offense. And Williams, I mean, he does an okay job. We tightrope for 3, keeping all the receivers out of the play. So if we get those initial blocks, we could get a lot of yards of Williams. And we really don't. Maybe I shouldn't have cut it back there. I will say, though, that is kind of where the opening was. Wait. Can I run like a... What kind of corner would this be? Would it be a straight up? Yeah, that's the kind of corner I thought it was going to be. I'm going to get a penalty here because I'm just like... they're not on it. You know what I mean? Good throw and catch. First down. The problem was I was getting greedy. You know, I knew I could get a short out like that, but I wanted something a little deeper because the yardage is there, but... If that's all they're going to give me, I'll take it. Nice juke move. Williams shows off the speed, and he's gone. 57-yard rushing touchdown. Finally a big play on the ground. The speed and the elusiveness with some decent blocking is going to give us the lead. Nice work. Low overall, but man, athleticism at that position. Dime a dozen. Dime a dozen. I still miss Elijah, but Williams is making it a bit easier on me. I wish he was younger. That's pause. Don't ever say those words out loud. I'll tell you that much. Look at the speed, though. He darts through there and gives us a lead. Kendrell Williams. Is that Edwards? No, he's in the playoff. I thought it was he was back on the line. I was like, wow, throwback. Yeah, that's why I kind of moved him over a little bit. Hey, we didn't let him run by this time. It's genuine, like I mentioned it, and they're like, you know what? We are doing that. Why aren't we getting a little more aggressive? Get your hands on the player. Oh, we kind of pulled away, and we get blocked up. Good hit by the safety, Duggar. 3rd and 1. Opportunity with 2-minute warning here to maybe get off the field. You can run press man, you get the single high, you bring Duggar up, and you just pray they don't get a block. I switched to the wrong player. Yeah, that's the guy I was supposed to be. Great tackle, though. Switched to the wrong player at the wrong time last second. That is really unfortunate. The timing on that could not have literally been any worse. 1 second earlier or later, and that doesn't happen. Yeah, I mean, that's not our fault. Wow, there's nobody on him. That's a wide open touchdown. Damn. Burgess with a 34-yarder into a 32-yard touchdown. Maybe we should focus that guy a little bit more. It's going to be an easy completion. Had to step up hard. Offensive line actually gave a lane to step up into for once, which is nice. And we have a chance to run here. There is nobody in sight. And there goes Collier to the 31. I mean, that was so open. It's the greenest grass we've seen all year. And about to throw it off, and we almost fumble. Play was just developing then and there, and unfortunately we didn't get enough time to throw. Williams, and the throw is terrible. I mean, is that my fault? I'm releasing early, maybe a little too early, I guess. I'm actually going to run the ball here. Set up an easier field goal, and they're not really lined up for this run defense. You just never know. And wow, speaking of not knowing, that linebacker who had a potential chance to get up there didn't know what he was doing. Labinho wide open, and he will scoot up for the first down. Going to let this clock run a little bit. I know you could argue Labinho into the end zone, but I think they're going to jump that. I think it's actually going to be Robertson or Sampson who's the main man. Let's get that clock down to like 20-something. And here we go. We're going to hike it. Maybe I was wrong. Labinho's still going to catch it for some yardage. Clock's not a problem. We have timeouts, and really it's about not letting them have a chance. Screen pass from the 2. We'll see. Linebacker's on it. Not really. Leaves it, and that will be a touchdown. Finally, some good blocking on a screen. Just so happens that we only had 2 yards needed. Good clock management on top of a good drive itself. And that will give us the 7-point lead yet again. 7 seconds left. Looks like they are just going to head into the halftime down by 7. Pretty sure they get the ball to start as well. Really good play by us there, and they are not going to call a timeout. So we did our job. It'll be halftime. 21-14. Big rivalry match. Not a great start from us, but then we turned it around quite a bit. The 6 for 91 rushing yards and a touchdown is definitely a nice little stat line to see. Could you call it lucky? Maybe, but that run we had was 57 yards, so even then it was still pretty good outside of that. And speaking of that run, there it is. Look at him accelerate into the tiny gap he had. And Williams was gone from there. We also had a big play to Sampson. We'll see that, and here it is. Speaking of, hesitate, looking for the tight end, and then saw the deep man. A perfect throw down the field. We throw the deep ball better than the short ball. I'm not sure how. Of course, looking at their side, back-to-back throws to this wide receiver and this one. Just nobody inside, and he easily scores. And we actually get the ball. I swear we received first. Am I a crazy person living amongst you normal people? Oh, what a move from Cisco. Really bad decision to return it from deep. But with our inconsistencies on the offensive side of the ball, I kind of condone that behavior. I probably shouldn't, but I do. Running back, not a great block again, but he gets in front of him. As long as he's engaging in the block, I'm happy. Let's get back to the ground game, see if Williams wants to get another freebie. And pretty good blocking, 6 yards. I'm going to keep mentioning it. I still miss Elijah. I still do. But Williams is good. We're going to throw that. Stepping up nicely, and Robertson's going to gain about 15 on the play. A lot of short setup plays through the air, but I mean, that's just how it goes. Oh, wow, the blocking. Very good job by Williams. Fall 4 for 7, but not the best. We got Washington on this kind of swing play to the outside. Not our best throw, but so open it doesn't matter. Trying to truck through, can't, gains 5. They don't have enough bodies over there. Somebody's got to be open, right? It's just about making the read. And there it is, but slightly overthrown. Labinho holds on. I was about to say the only problem here, besides a slightly overthrown ball, is that maybe the receiver's too small. But he corrals it. They're going to say he caught it. So to say, does anyone want a chance to see if he did. All right. That's a hell of an effort. Quick throw to the running back. This time the throw is actually kind of decent. Nice juke move. Put that guy on the ground to the 3. We got a jet touch pass look, but do we want to actually stick with it? We've been good for a few yards, but is that because we haven't had that like defense lined up? Nope, it'll be good. Lobinho, touchdown. That man is kind of special for being a lower overall. You know, he's got potential, but he's kind of decent. In a pretty damn good position halfway through the 3rd quarter here. We can't get off the play. Oh, wow. He should have bounced that all the way outside. The safety, for whatever reason, gave up the outside leverage. That is so dumb. But we got lucky. He didn't go the right way. Deep. Oh, wow. We got burned. Well, there goes Anderson. Torch down the sideline. And just like that, it'll be back to a 1-possession game. I'd love to see what happened. Because he's been running that formation all game long. How are we getting beat on it all of a sudden? Tristan Wiley. They're just going to show the result, not actually how he got open. So our guys ran into each other. Nice. Good work. And then he just leaves them. I don't even know. Whatever floats your boat. Once again, they have not enough players on that side of the field. Nobody's on the running back. Not going to break the tackle this time, but 5 yards. Anytime they're not going to watch that underneath look, I am going to take it every single time. You know, I will make you pay. Lobinho. Can't really get anything deeper than that, but that's still a first down. Go for a deeper look, especially with, you know, this many linebackers up. We might be able to get someone in behind. That's a tough throw, and it's hit. Sampson, the speedster, to the 34-yard line. What a tough throw. Not a lot of action for Sampson in this game, but he already has over 100 yards. 3 catches, a lot of yards. I mean, he's open enough. Oh my God, he almost caught off the deflection. We did not track that ball in the air well at all. That was a bad play for us tracking-wise. See how they want to play this. Going to leave Lobinho. We're going to get some pretty good blocks to the outside. Lobinho with the speed. 12 yards gain. And I do feel bad for Robertson, who's actually in on the play, because he's a pretty damn good wide receiver 3 himself. It's just I feel like the potential there and the speed with the size for Lobinho makes him the perfect slot for us. And so far, it's looked good. I know we haven't been always open, but we've been in good positions most of the time. Kind of running against the grain here on this play action, but I still like it enough. And that is Lobinho dropping the ball. I'm going to be honest with you. I mixed up the players. What are we doing? QB draw? Okay. I mixed up the players. I thought Nevis was A, and he was not, unfortunately. That was probably the difference between a first down or not, because Nevis was wide open. He's not that open, but he's open enough. Lobinho, I say that, but he gets it all the way to the 1. 10 catches for 107 yards with a touchdown. He is eating. He is eating them alive. This is not the play I thought it was going to be. You know what? Let's just run the damn thing. I should just let this go to the 4th since we're leading, but I'm going to hike it last second. And we can't get in there. Good defense. Maybe we should have just outran him to the edge. Start of the 4th quarter. We're in a really good spot as long as we don't turn the ball over or miss a field goal if we have to take it. Yardage, running back comparison-wise, we are cooking them. I will say the yards, the attempts in general has gone down, but the yards themselves as well. Yards per play, I should say. Which, I mean, kind of makes sense. We just said the attempts have gone down. Let's go back to it. Kind of maybe playing it too safe, but if we can believe in the blocks, which this time we make the smart read, and we actually go into the end zone all the way on the outside and potentially close the game out. Although I'm not exactly sure why I said that, because we gave up 10 points in 2 minutes. This is a whole 8 minutes now. Mathematically speaking, they could put up 40 on us. Don't know if that'll happen. I sure as hell hope it doesn't, but it is a possibility. The offense, you know, still kind of dink and dimey, but we did get more deeper plays in today, and in general, we're very efficient for the most part. Oh, Lord. Switch to glass. This obviously leaves the inside and almost pick, but not going to be. Almost means nothing. I could do the horseshoes and hand grenades. Like, what is even a phrase? Never really liked that phrase. I don't even know what the hell it means, to be honest. I guess for horseshoes it makes sense, but for hand grenades, how does it make any sense? Almost. What does that mean? I don't know. I don't even know who I'm talking to at this point. First down. They're not done with it yet. We got the memo, and apparently the memo is wrong because they didn't get the memo. The game is not over. Get some pressure. We were showing a little bit of it earlier. That was a good fake out. And was that DeBose? We had a chance at a game winner. That I would be pretty confident saying 14-point lead with ball that it's a game winner. Beckham? Wow! The guy's not even that fast. I mean, normally he is, but he's wear and teared down to 88 speed, and we're just letting this guy run right through us. And on top of it, they went for 2 because they're evil, evil people. Why would you do this? Williams going to get some blocking. Williams gains about 13. Over 100 for him now. I think this is the first time, excluding the quarterback, that we have seen 3 players get 100 yards each on offense. And that's a very cherry-picked stat, if you will. Sort of, kind of. But I'm pretty sure it is factual. And all that matters is factuality. If we can slide this all the way left, I think even with those 3 linebackers, they all run in. We should be fine. Williams showing off some speed, gets about 4. And maybe I shouldn't go like under center stretch for this, but I feel pretty good about running the ball again. And for good reason, slips off the tackle is Washington for 4. Got to get that clock moving a little bit more, though. If we had stick, I would have actually run it here. I like this for stick, but I'm going to run the ball again. Oh, wow. Williams actually gets out of there and gains 7. You tell me after that snap that we were gaining 7 on that play, I would have never believed you in a million years. I thought that was a play where we were going to lose some yards. I'm going to have the 2 outsides go route and see what we got for ourselves. Oh, is that us? What do we false starting for? We weren't even... We were making audibles. I guess it kind of makes sense. He hears hike when we're, like, talking to the receivers. See what we got on this bubble. And Williams going to show off some speed. We might have to go out of bounds here. It's going to help them, but gaining the extra 2 yards is definitely worth going out of bounds. I know they would never agree with that, but I do. And that's all that matters. Sampson. There we go. Easy. I definitely felt like they were going to play the shallow outs. And they did. They left him wide open. And we're not quite in field goal range, but I think this is where you play it even more conservatively than before. I tried to cut it inside to pick up the block and then cut it back out, but we got caught. Damn, she's got a forehead. Wow. Looked like Squidward's home. It's kind of crazy. 32-yard line. First down wins the game, pretty much. Oh, Williams wants it all. Look at the cutback. He's going to win. Wow. Williams had himself a game. Oh, that was beautiful. I could see the angles they were playing, that they were pursuing hard to the middle right. We cut it all the way back left, and that was one of my most favorite plays we've seen in this series. Like, not just like today. Today, it's, I mean, easily my favorite play. Cut back inside and then cut all the way against the grain. That change of direction is beautiful, and the pure speed. What a play. And I know it's not just to spite them, but it does feel kind of like we're spiting them by going for 2 here. Let's go with the play action. Nevis is going to be probably our main route. It's going to be a hard one. And Swata, good defense. I think that was our best bet. Although I think we did have someone in the back of the end zone running free. I don't even know who it was. Probably Williams. I haven't thrown to Williams all game. Get in there. Oh, wow. He cut it all the way across himself. That is a big dude. I mean, just protect the end zone. That's all we got to do. We've learned our lesson. Make them earn this. We stepped up perfectly. Second level's not going to happen. He's going to get hit as he's throwing. Playing everyone pretty far off, I got to be honest with you, but what are we supposed to do? Get in there. There you go, Anderson. Making up for the mistake earlier. Could have a pick 6 here. Couldn't get it all the way out. Very, very good turnaround. And, you know, I think it was an attitude thing. Personally, I think it was. We were in this like, oh, well, we're going to lose because we suck. And then we turned it around and, you know, haven't looked back since as Williams fights for another first down. 174 on the ground today. Elijah Davis is crying, except for the fact that he probably went to some like big name school and is going to get drafted in the first 3 rounds. Outside of that, though, he's crying. Look at Williams, though. Try to juke it out because it looked like he was going to cut back in for us. Chance at 200? I mean, it's stat padding. But why wouldn't I? I mean, I don't think anyone's on this. Oh, it's the wrong player. Why was the slot receiver not why? Labinho's like, I had a touchdown, thank you very much. Let's play it more friendly-like. Williams still gets the first. What a fight. Good play. That's a hell of a finish to the game. Let's go. Williams, the senior. We might even get him drafted. He's a 60 overall, so that's probably not true. But you never know. As we're going to win the game 41-29, proving we are the kings of Louisiana at the college level. Kind of. Battle of the Bayou. We're the winner. Series of wins, 35. And ironically enough, the game that kind of, I wouldn't say got us back on track, but got us on track. As we definitely were kind of lacking an identity. We were kind of being carried by the run game and Samson's big plays. Defense, though, had its worst, one of its worst performances yet, which, I mean, we're just never going to be in sync. But yeah, Samson with the deep play is still there. He's basically been everything we've expected and wanted from him. The deep ball guy, and that's really what we want. And he's delivered for the most part, I feel. Let's take a look at the numbers. Our best performance offensively yet. Missing 6 throws out of 27 for Collier. Some of those are like kind of forces as well, throwaway/force type plays where it's like you either get a really lucky play or the drive's kind of over anyways. 3 touchdowns, 0 picks, 77% completion percentage in general. 9.7 yards per carry on 19 attempts with 3 touchdowns is pretty impressive. Looking at the receiving game, Labinho and Samson both over 100 themselves. We didn't get the true Williams on this team involved, which definitely annoys me. The guy's a wide receiver 1. I mean, I would be so livid if I was him right now. He's really just not getting involved. Anderson with a pick did also get burned deep, but a dub for the Ragin Cajuns. And I still don't know what I want to do with this recruiting because it's like, I know the schedules are important, like scheduling visits, but at the same time, it shows that the scheduling visits, best that it can do, I believe, well, I mean, I can't show it on here, but I believe is like a 3, if I'm not mistaken. How do I do this? Let's take off Coach's favorite, which we know that's the one we want to do. And then we look at this. I seen it literally earlier today, too. I don't even know where it was. It shows, obviously, we get the +2. That's just for the game details. Maybe it is. Maybe it is better to schedule a visit. But as you can see, I mean, 5, 4, and 4. I mean, do I really want to risk that, doing a visit? Especially when we, if we suck. Like, if we lose... It's weird, because Week 8, I mean, I get it, because, Week 11 is a little bit of an easier team. Week 8 is a strong team. It's saying that we get -2 if we lose and +2 if we win. Do we really want to risk that? I also don't think, a B-, B-, C+ is really doing much for us. And I think I'm going to have to deep dive into scouting and truly, evaluate what is the best possible things. I know scheduling visits is very important. But we get the corner Childress, which I am very shocked by. I'll be honest with you. But can't they uncommit or decommit, if you will? Thank you. I was in the, I was looking. Championship contender B? We're a B? There's a B? But I'm surprised by this because LSU had a schedule, I believe. Their scheduled visit. So can he decommit? Podlesny, we're also lower on now. Ali, I never really believed we were going to get in the first place, to be honest. And then the linebackers I was feeling pretty good with beforehand. So, I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't be still pretty happy now. We got Missouri next, but let's take a look at this recruiting real quick. So, if they can decommit, I do worry a little bit because Childress was close. But you can see, they has a visit week 13 and 14. Can that still happen? Because I don't see how it would be fair that he can decommit, but I can't up the game, if you will. They have the scheduled visits. If they can still do that and sway him to join them, I don't see if that's fair to me because when I'm like, you know what, I actually don't believe we've done enough and I want to schedule a visit, that's locked out for me. I can't do that. So I would imagine they can't. It says verbally committed, though. What? I don't know, dude. Boulay is looking really good, but once again, we have that Week 12 visit. The problem with that is, though, is that visit, even if they're the godliest team of all time, enough to really steal it? Also, we can see that TCU is going to steal career because we pulled off our hours. Oh, man, I don't know if I really want to risk, everything on Egbule, who obviously if I can choose one or the other, Egbule is my dude. They still have that week 12 visit as well. But if I don't get Egbule, I'm like going to cry because like we have all of our eggs in that basket. And then Pazlesny, oh no. I guess we have to schedule a visit. Is that academic prestige selling us? Like we're going to lose Podlesny. And Winston looks good at least, which is nice. Brunner we're a little bit lower on. Amerson's still good. Akbar we haven't really put any hours into, so if we put some hours into, we might have a chance. We put all of our hours into, was it career? It was career. They have a scheduled visit, though. Do I not just hope that Egbule's the guy? I mean, that visit. I worry about the visit. It is spooky scaries. Winston's good. What about Sims? So there's a visit from Oregon. We haven't really done enough with him because we only have friends and family going for ourselves here. What about our cells? Do we have any good cells? B, C minus, B minus. I mean, there's something there. What about Ream? Got all those scheduled visits. So we lose Slate, which I kind of, I didn't really want to put any more hours into. So I kind of, in a way, let that happen. I also kind of was like, I don't like our odds anyways. 4-star Meeks looks great. Safety's decent. Ali, once again, I didn't put anything into him, really. But yeah, we're looking like we're going to lose a lot of players if I don't actually start investing more. But our hours are already spread so damn thin. Don't want to lose Amerson, even though I love Nevis. Obviously don't want to lose Podlesny. He's really fast, I'm pretty sure. 95 speed and great. I mean, what can I do to get him? Can I sway? But how do I know what his sway is? Where's the deal breakers? Oh, his deal breaker is proximity to home. So can we not... Dallas, Texas. I mean, kind of. A B. We have a B proximity to home. Should we try to sway? How? Let's sway with proximity to home. Wait, you don't get to do just one? It's just like the whole thing? Kind of like the... I mean, I imagine it's like the highest one, right? Aspirational? Oh, no. Where the hell was it? I guess we try the sway. Did it work? It didn't show it what worked. Oh no, did I sell? It just shows a 3. I don't want student of the game. My sway was really trying to, like, the proximity to home thing. Is that enough? You know what? I think we're scheduling a visit. I think we have no choice. But you can see that it's too late to do this because the visit's too soon. I'm about to lose my freaking 5-star, aren't I? Proximity to home is definitely the juicer. I'm going to schedule a visit and be like, hey, look how close you are to home, buddy. That's our play. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I really don't. It's so close right now, especially when we're a week... Well, if we're week 11, we might be able to undercut them because it's like a week beforehand. And we don't have the hours to do a contact friends and family. And once again, we are selling our offensive line position short again. Our offensive line's not bad right now, but we have I think we have a couple of seniors on the team. We definitely have to add another player to the list as well. It'd be nice to get a running back, which, I mean, we have Amatova, and he's not really being offered too much yet. He's actually really good, though. He's a power back with, I believe, 92 speed, which is kind of absurd. What about Kola Montangi? Another power back there. I kind of want an elusive back with one of these players. Honestly, if we just put... just for... Does he have an offer? I didn't even pay attention. He has an offer. I guess we'll try the offer. Maybe the scholarship will be enough. As far as proximity to home... Wait, why is our grade so high? Wait, am I missing something? His hometown is LA. We have an A+ proximity to home. I'm so confused. How is that even close? Oh, it says Louis. I don't know why I mixed up All right, so Estes, if his potential, his biggest thing is proximity to home because he's from New Orleans, we might have a chance at Estes. I don't have the scouting to see if he's actually fast, but considering he's 179, 5'11", I'm praying he is. You know, I'm not throwing too many eggs in the basket. I might only ever offer this scholarship and hope that's enough. And of course, with these kickers, man, nobody wants to join us. And there's just like no new kickers on the board ever. And I really need a new kicker. Punter, I don't care. Kicker, I need one. And there's like no options. God, this is a disaster. Well, I don't know what to tell you there. But that's going to pretty much end it for this one. I know I'm probably frustrating the hell out of you guys with these scouting decisions. You're like, you have these guys in your pocket and you're selling. But yeah, I feel like I'm doing what I'm doing, okay? Like, unless the game is just completely lying about the actual interest in players, like the way the interest builds, like, how can you beat a 4, a 4, and a 5? You know, we've seen these scholarship offers. A lot of them are 1 or 2s. You can see right here, Amatova. You know, I'm surprised the scholar, like, he's getting a scholarship from his hometown. Well, not really his hometown, but, you know, close enough to his hometown, which is actually one of his interests, which is awesome. You know, you would think it'd be higher. It's like, hey, I'm getting a scholarship to my hometown, basically, or the home state, I suppose. But it's not really doing the job. And then as far as this goes, what we did have wasn't working enough. So obviously that's when I decided, okay, it's time to actually get that scheduled visit in, which I worry about. Week 11 is a date that we will have to focus on super hard. And then what do we do with this? Conference Spotlight. We're back in there with that. But it seems like TCU is going to snag him, unfortunately. But Ekbule has always been my number one, and I'm surprised that he's still that interested in us. He's so unbelievable looking. Regardless, that's going to be it for now. I'm probably selling, but we also are looking okay with some players. Just, once again, back to the offensive line, and then technically edge rush, especially if we don't get... Where the hell is Sims? Sims, which we really should be doing more than this. You know what? I'm not actually done here. I don't want to lose Ream because there's athleticism. You know what? Blunt, I think, is going to be the guy to lose it. We get rid of Blunt's thing. Do we have... Where the hell... I don't know why I keep losing where Sims is. B minus, C minus, B. That's not terrible. I think those are good enough numbers for me to be like, okay, let's hard sell this. And hopefully that puts us back in the top list. And then if we have to schedule a visit, if we have time, we can. So is that how that works? Like, you get more interest. Maybe that's why I'm misreading how to do this. You get the interest maybe from the hard sell, and then after the hard sell is over, if you take the hours off, do you keep that progression and then you put it towards the visit? Because what I was under, you know, kind of understanding is like, you put, let's say you got 75 hours now, which is a lot of hours in fairness. You put 75 hours into the player, that's the max you can do with those 75. If you take the 75 away, you lose the interest. Is that not how it goes? Because if that's the case, then would hard selling not be the best case the majority of the time? I don't know. I got to investigate more, which, yeah, I'm not sure what the next video is going to be from me. Is it going to be this series, Ragin Cajuns? Is it going to be a Madden video? Because obviously Madden's coming out tomorrow, I believe. So you'll see some Madden videos there, obviously. I'm actually, believe it or not, still deciding what franchise team I want to use. Because not only do I not want to get undercut by a bigger, you know, name, but also I'm really not sure. I'm leaning towards Patriots and Saints, but other teams like the Giants, the Titans, all those other teams are interesting me. I got to be honest. So I'm not sure yet, but hey, as far as the recruiting and this series goes, we got a 6'3", what seems to be pretty talented corner. You know, man coverage is only 72, I will admit, and zone coverage could be somewhere around that as well. But 93 speed, 93 excel with 6'3" in heights, while he might be a little bit of a raw player, is great. I can work with 6'3" in speed. I can work with that. But that's about it for me in this one. Thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed, maybe leave a like, subscribe if you're new. If you're not new, I do appreciate continued support on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr, second channel, PK Plays for non-Madden content, and that is about it. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys come back for next video, but until next video,